All right, today we have a master at his craft joining us on the show today, Sheldon the Sniper himself, as the market on gaming has been a little bit, I would say, choppy over the last 4 to 5 months without a huge catalyst driving the gaming markets. But we all know that gaming will be a huge trend this cycle. And we're going to go over exactly what he's seeing on the charts and some levels that he's looking at for potential accumulations, and then prepare you with a potential strategy to be able to take advantage of that narrative whenever it pops off, to be sure that you take profits out of the markets at the right time. So this is going to be an amazing show, value packed. Without further ado, let's get in the game. And as always, guys, drop down, hit that like button, and smash that subscribe button. We're really pushing for 100K here on In the Game. We've been lingering around 97K. Help us out down below. Subscribe to the channel. And there actually might be a little bit of a giveaway here near the end of the show. So you're going to want to stick around for that. And you're definitely going to want to be subscribed for that as well. Quick shout out to all of our sponsors. We have Vulcan Forged, Ultra, Dreams Quest, Game Starter, NordVPN, Moon Tropica, and Real Fever. And then if you're looking for places to trade, obviously we have Bybit, Mexi, BitGet. If you want a no KYC option, you can head over here to Blowfin, as well as Avo for a decentralized exchange if you want to custody your own crypto. So without further ado, I'm going to bring on the main man himself, Sheldino. What is going on, my friend?
Hustle, bro. What's happening, Doug?
Dude, all good here. I mean, gaming could be a little better, but that's why I'm bringing you on to see what you're seeing on
I
these
was gonna
charts.
ask you, bro. I said, when Moon, bro? When's gaming gonna take off? When are we gonna finally get that rally? Because I remember, I think it was January, right? I think January. It was more January, December
February.
sort of time. We had Jan, Feb. We got a little glimpse, and it's like I remember the last market. You know how gaming was such a leading, indicator or leading sort of phase in the markets, and I just can't wait, bro, because I've seen this. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of tired of memes. I kind of feel like memes were cool. I think the pumps were cool, but I think people need to see some real pumps, and I think the real pumps come from the gaming industry. What's your thoughts, bro? I know we're going to go through the charts, but where do you think we're at? Do you think maybe there's a couple companies that are still trying to, I kind of feel the last bull market, there was more quality over quantity over quality. And I kind of feel maybe they're a little bit hesitant this time to rather come forward once there's quality. Do you kind of feel that's where they're at?
Yeah, what I'm seeing right now is there's so many games. Like, just look at look how many games we're scrolling through here. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's
Wow.
so many products, first and foremost, in the sector now that it's so saturated, and it's really hard to pick like the winner. And then you have a bunch of gaming chains, but I still do think there's a bunch of games out there that have great potential. My Pet Hooligan, Off the Grid, Illuvium's coming out with their full game here pretty soon. Stuff like
Is that
Shrapnel.
finally coming?
Yeah, they're doing a big launch next month, so that could be a catalyst potentially. I think Off the Grid could be a catalyst, because what's pumped the market over the last year in gaming has been actual games going live. Like, it used to be big time speculation, right? Like, if people were like, "Oh, that game looks super cool," the token pumps, but that's really not what's happening. People now in gaming, it feels like, as dumb as the money is in crypto, and we all know people's low IQs make them money in crypto, the gaming investors right now, it's not that way. Like, people really want to see what you're actually building under the hood, because I think they've been played a little too much, right? A game says that they're building this and this, and it never comes to fruition. I think the gaming investors are a little tired of it, bro.
Do you think it's I honestly, do you think it's a trust issue at the moment? Is
Also,
this
yeah,
stuff legit or not? It must be tough until there's one game, right? Like, wouldn't you say that we just need one game to make history again? One game to come
yes.
out and just smash it, similar to the Axie or even the Fortnite in the normal world, just to come out and just like blow the water out there. Then we should start the trend. However, we got to understand that the market's basically been in a Bitcoin and ETH season since the beginning. We actually haven't had alt season or true alt leg or true alt pump just yet, so I kind of feel that it will probably come into real rally when we actually start the real alts. We haven't seen that crazy rally. We haven't seen ETH break highs or Solana break highs just yet, so I think it's still coming, and I'm pretty sure, I was scrolling through a little bit of the charts, and we'll get through it now in a sec. I can see a lot of them are just like coming down and they're just flatlining, which is beautiful. You're basically getting to the phase where, the sellers or anyone that basically, got out of the token a lot earlier, that's all gone now. And what you have now is a flat market where it's just smart money buying up these projects. You're not really getting much retail in the market. You're not really getting much of that happening, which is kind of meaning that, you're going to start getting to the phase, and I like to call it basically, the hope phase, where it starts to go up and it's like, I hope it's gaming season now. I hope it's these sort of things. Oh, crap, it is. Oh, it is. Oh!
Yeah, exactly.
And then we basically get going. And I kind of feel that's where, the gaming sort of view is. Do you think it will start off with one sort of token again? Like basically start to rally through? And is there anyone that comes to mind before we jump into the charts?
Yeah, so the way I see it is it'll be a specific game, like I said, like a product, but it's going to drive the leaders in the market first, right? So that token, if it's live with a token in the gaming space, is going to obviously do well. If it's the game that's pumping, whether it's Gunzilla, which they're coming out with their token here pretty soon, or whatever the big game hit's going to be. But I think it's going to send shockwaves to products like Beam, Ronin, Prime, IMX. Like, you're going to be able to play off these big infrastructures and other products as well. As we've seen, when gaming rips, like, you'll see some do 3-4x's within a week, and it's fast, right? So
exactly.
That's you guys, next week, Sheldon and I are going to do another one. We're going to put together a crazy strategy for you guys, and that's going to be a value pack show as well. So we got some good stuff cooking for the in the game fam here. But yeah, I think that if you hold quality gaming tokens, no matter what product that comes through, you're going to get some of that pump just because you're holding the good stuff.
Especially, obviously, when no one's holding anymore in the market again, is at that sort of sucking out sort of phase. End of the day, you will eventually make money, right? You're staying in. What do they say? Money moves from the impatient to the patient, right? Those who are patient in these projects will get. But I think what we're trying to get to is, how about we build a TA and gaming strategy on exactly where to buy these tokens and when to get out in the bull market. Like, what little tools are we going to use of when to sell 20% out and 10% up? Because I feel that that gaming is incredible, but I do feel that it will start off with me being in 10, 20 projects, but probably by the end of the cycle, as the cycle starts to make its way up, I probably want to be in around 3, and yes. I think that's the important part of it, is to open up. Guys, you got to understand the markets. I don't know if you mind me sharing a quick chart here.
Of course.
The markets, I'll jump in over here quickly. This markets at this point, let me just quickly get my little, I think I got my cheat sheet in the play here. Let's just see if I do have it in play here. Even if not, I want to show you that this market's at the point where we're still currently in the Bitcoin sort of phase, right? We still definitely have Bitcoin being the main leader of the market at the moment, where we basically have Bitcoin breaking highs. We don't really have ETH breaking highs just yet. And what we start to see possibly next, you basically got this phase where I like to call it hope, right? We're at that phase, and it's very similar to this phase over here. We hope it's bull markets. We hope alt season's coming. We hope ETH's going to break. We hope the ETF, it's just hope. Sort of phase that's all over the place. And that's kind of where we're at. And that's this phase, guys. This is the previously, we got to give a big congratulations to Bitcoin, by the way, because, the previous hope phase that we were in, Bitcoin was sitting around 12 to 14K. Now we're sitting at a hope phase at around 60K. You know what I mean? Like, so when it comes to growth within the market and Bitcoin slowly grinding up again, we're getting to a phase where, you never judge a token on its high, you judge it on its lows. And that's why I feel, that Bitcoin's true value is actually 15 to 20K in my eyes. Okay, I feel that, yes, it can inflate and go to 100K, but where it finishes in the bear is, for me, truly the value of that, because when time got hard, when all these things got hard, that's where it basically held. So what you're getting to now is you're getting to a phase where once you're out of hope, You get to that optimism phase. You get to where things start to accelerate. You get to that point of, euphoria and complete, like you get to a point where it just starts to accelerate incredibly fast. And the moment that you get Bitcoin to start triggering through, guys, you're then going to see the next phase. You're going to see the ETH phase, right? We're sitting close. We're not too far. We're sitting at 3.4, all-time highs at 4.8. Once we get through 4.8, we start to open up. ETH starts to go. Then your Solana starts to go. Then your Injector starts to go. Then these things start to go. And then the market no longer cares about Bitcoin and ETH anymore because we're starting to get a little bit of bigger movers. And that's where it starts to dilute. However, I want to get your opinion on this just before we jump in the chart. I kind of feel that we would have already had an alt season if it wasn't for memes. I kind of feel that memes has not destroyed, but it's delayed our alt season. Because memes came along as these cool things that came through and basically, started to flood the market, started to get crazy valuations. They started to explode. And all of the good projects and all of the ones that would usually pump in this phase, never got the limelight. And basically all the retail came straight through to the memes. And we haven't got that yet, which gives me an idea that there should be a bear market in memes at some point. And that's probably when the rest of the alts will wake up. And, then the memes, I don't think alt season and memes go together. I kind of think it's meme season and alt season. I think they're different. Do you agree with me? Do you agree that I think memes has delayed our alt season, to be honest?
100%. And it used to be meme culture in crypto used to be where a few would pop up and then a big one would emerge. But now everyone's so worried about sniping these new launches, 20K market caps before it rips. Like people are so concerned. There's I forget what the stat is, 7,000 new tokens being produced on the meme every single day. It's it's crazy at this point. That's where all the liquidity is. I 100% agree. It will kind of it's not going to go away. Meme culture is here to stay for sure. But I think when something happens or the liquidity does slow down in that area, that is when altcoins are truly going to run. And yeah, I think our alt season was delayed because of it. And we're just kind of now people who are sitting in quality projects are just kind of waiting for that springboard, and memes are kind of just stealing the show.
Yeah, you got good games and projects out there, but you got memes that are worth billions. It's just one thing I can say about memes, we'll get off the topic of memes now, is the community was cool. It was cool to see, community, how strong they actually are together when they feel that they're part of something. And, that there's no big, name or something that it's all about. It actually feels like the people sort of coin. So that I like very much. And I've always said it, I feel gaming's right next to memes in that phase. I kind of feel like gaming in that point, community is it's one of the only narratives that really also have a very strong community in that sense.
Absolutely.
Which is amazing. So again, we just got to understand that the market cycle still is the same. It never repeats itself, but it definitely rhymes in that sense. And now we just got these memes. We got the new guys in, and I kind of feel that that's like the NFTs, right? That was the NFTs of the last. Memes are probably gonna, not to say there won't be meme and alt season run. I just think there's gonna be a separation. I think there's gonna be 3% of the memes will run with alt season, and I think the 97% of them will start to really sit flat. Because if you see all the memes that are pumping now, it's all political memes. What happens when the election's over?
Right.
Then where are they gonna go? They're all gonna go basically down. So memes are seasonal things at the moment, where you actually have, I'd probably say, very small 0.1, 0.2% that will actually rise to the top. And I think that they'll be big dogs. Okay, bro, do you want to jump into a few projects and let's get charting, bro?
Yeah, let's do it. And let's just preface the audience down in the comment section below. As we're going through some of these, by the end of the show, we're going to pick 3 tokens for you guys. And if you pick which one of those 3 tokens does the best from today's posting on Thursday, and we'll pick the winners on Monday. Okay, we'll do a live stream on Monday, and we'll pick the winners in the chat, and we'll announce those live. $50 to each person who picks the correct token that does the best from today to Monday. So a little bit of incentive for you guys.
Comment below, and we only do it if there's 1,000 likes. There's 1,000 likes, we do it. If there's no 1,000 likes, then it will go to 100 each until eventually we get 1,000 likes, and then it will build. So if you guys want cash, smash the like, give the man a lot of love, and yes, comment below the video, and then also give us a couple of comments of maybe there's some we're missing, or maybe there's ones that did better. This is where you can flex and show us how amazing you maybe are. I think the big thing today, let's give a couple of, next week we're going to give overall strategies. I think today it's about buying. I think we've had some redness. I think the market's a bit red. A little bit of CPI craziness, CPI and FOMC yesterday, and one rate cut and 3, and I don't know. Nonetheless, we're seeing some good specials within the markets. We're seeing a lot of weakness. We're probably looking at a little bit of an altcoin capitulation, a little bit of a really good shakeout within the altcoin markets. And then I think we're in away. I think we're strong. I actually want to see, there's a little bit of a dip now. I might actually long the market. So if you want to go on so long and
let's do it.
Then we go, bro. Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. So, I mean, like in the gaming market right now, like I've mentioned, I'm so focused at this point in time on more infrastructure projects than individual games. There's a couple of individual games that I'm zeroed in on, but right now I'm looking at more ecosystems that have a bunch of products underneath it. I had sent Sheldon over a list before the show. We're going to go over some of our favorite ones. We got stuff like Beam, Ron, Prime. What do you want to start with? What do you have queued up there? And let's go through some stuff.
Well, let's go. So what I was thinking is I did do a couple of charts for you guys, but I actually want to do them very quickly in front of you, because I think if I could do them in front of you guys, I think you can just go replicate them on your charts. And remember, this is Hustle's view of his tokens, and this is my TA view. You can go do this here on any of your tokens that you believe on too. I think the main thing we're trying to do here, we just want you to buy at the right time, and we want you to have some sort of structure when it comes to when you're buying. And you're buying specials, you're buying good levels and things like that. So I think let's go through. So if I click on here, we obviously got a whole bunch of games on the right. The first thing that I just want to explain to you guys quickly is the market has recently had a nice push up, over the last couple of weeks, and we are at that phase of a bit of drawdown. So what we are trying to pay attention to here is we're trying to pay attention to buy zones on a couple of these tokens. So some tokens had a really good start of the year. So there's a big rally, right? They rallied January, they rallied Feb, looked fantastic. Now they're coming down, and we want to catch them in the zone. I'm going to show you how to catch that zone. It's going to be a simple tool. It's going to be a tool. We use the fib, the 4-line thing over here on the left side, and you're going to take it from the bottom to the top, and there's going to be levels. And I'm going to show you which levels are very important within, okay? That's going to be with tokens that have already moved, that have already had a good start to the year. Then what you have is you have a bunch of tokens that came through a bad bear market, and they're now doing this, okay? They basically fast drop, and now they're going to that sideways sort of phase. This one's important because this one is obviously projects that are a little bit older, ones that maybe come from a year or two that do have, that bear market in them. But these are ones that are basically, I kind of feel this is where your bigger gems are. I feel some of the newer tokens, you'll catch some. And I'll show you when. You just got to be a bit patient of where you're buying them. But if you catch one or two that did go through a tough bear market, but did actually build, did actually do something, you will start to see the rise of quality over quantity. The moment you see gaming start to wake up, you will see very quickly which ones actually did something. And this is the ones where I'm going to help you guys, where we catch these early phases here. Ones that are currently in this phase, in the sideways phase, and show you exactly when you need to be in that token, or make sure that you at least have alerts of where to be accumulating or when to exactly be in them. So let's start it off, bro. Maybe let's start off with a NAKA.
Yeah, let's do it.
Are you still happy with the NAKA? Fundamentally, you're still good?
Yeah, I think look at that explosive run. What I noticed as well is a lot of these tokens that had huge runs at the back half of that bear market didn't do as crazy numbers when the market ripped. I don't know if you saw the same, stuff like NAKA, 𝗙𝗢𝗡, they ran up hard leading up to the big explosion. But I think because so much had already come out of the tank, it didn't do as many moves. But now you're seeing a big retrace here. It does look like a pretty good accumulation closer to that $1.50 range. So what are you seeing on this chart?
Exactly. So you just got to look at the difference here, guys. What I see here is I basically see a token that finally got out of bear, right? The very simple market cap, or the market cap, but the market, the way it works is when you go through a bear cycle like this, then you go sideways for a long period, and then you put in your first major high, and then you basically start your recovery again, right? So if you look at this very quickly, NAKA exited, and it was probably around that October, November time, last year is when it for me, it got out of bear markets. It got out of its phase where this was no longer any retail or anyone that was buying here. This was just smart money that believed in it, understood it, that just accumulated over a good period of time. And then the moment that we finally cracked through it, we got into the explosive range. Every single one of them start like this. Remember the first time where Bitcoin was hovering here and it finally popped to 30? And then it came back down to 25, and then we went through. That was what happened over there. So now that we know that, this is no longer in accumulation phase. Okay, it's no longer in you have that much time to build it for over a certain period of time. Now what you basically are, this is called an impulse wave. And if you draw it out just simply over here, it's one wave that looks like this. So if I take it on the side here, that's what it looks like. Okay, that was a terrible drawing, but I'll draw it again. There we go, okay? That's what it basically looks. This is called the impulse wave. And if we hold certain bull levels here, and again, I'll give you a little bit, not degen entry, I'll give you a good entry, but then I'll also give you a conservative, something that's like wait for confirmation, wait for, something to show strength before you just go ape in 100% within the token. Okay, but what I'm trying to say here is if we hold anywhere at this level, what it indicates here is you got a bullish team here, people that are bullish on this token. Then you have the bearish team that's trying to push down. But if we close anywhere here, it's indicating another massive impulse to the upside, another massive leg. And that's what you saw here, that the moment, the first time that it basically pumped through, and I'll quickly raise the drawings here, the first time that it pumped through, it created the first impulse. And now when it came down and it held a good level, look how it created a second impulse. Okay, but this was just in the phase of 2, 3, 4 months. Now let's look at where's this bad boy going in the long run. Where's this going for the bull run, right? So what you want to do again, guys, is the Fibonacci. Such a beautiful tool to give you a golden ratio from the bottom to the top of the wave. The bottom of the cycle to the top of this leg will give you an investment entry on this token. And if you see right now, the main areas that you load up, the main one is the 618. And you could see, look how every time we've come here, we've stopped. It's just the phase of this is a really good, and what that basically does, guys, is a 618 is telling you that you're buying this thing for 60% cheaper. Okay, that's the important thing. Why I love Fibonacci so much is because it's teaching you to only buy when something is 60% off, yet that 60% still keeps it healthy to remain in a bullish trend. So you're buying it at the ultimate best time where it's a good special, but it's still bullish. It's still in the phase where it's actually going to still give you a high probability. So this one for me is definitely in a good accumulating zone, which is this level here. I'll give you a slightly bearish level, which will be the next fib, which is this zone here. And that's indicating, for some reason, alts maybe struggle for a while, for another, week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, sort of phase. And maybe there is a shakeout, and that can take us to these areas. So my two prices here is is between this 1.2 and 1.3 is a really good zone to dip your toes into this area over here. If there is, so again, what I would do here, if I had $1,000 to put in here right now, I'm putting probably $300 to $400 in this area. I'm saving $200, $300 for this one. However, we may not get to that one. So what you do is weekly, see the weekly time frame. You go in 1 to the daily here, and you just pop in this fat trend that you could see over here. So I'm also a trend trader, right? I'm also a trend trader. And what I want you to do is take this and go find 3 touches. 3 touches, okay? 3 to 4 touches on this line. 1, 2, 3 over there. It can be wicks or closing candles. And what that basically means is it's showing you that it's tracking this momentum that's going down. And the reason why I'm just explaining this trade, because we can fly through the rest now. So the moment you know that this thing is basically tracking it down, this is where we should really be bouncing at any moment now. Okay. However, we also know there's another zone. And if we are weak in this token, it will not break that trend and go to this level until it finally breaks that trend. Then it's going to get moving again. And again, you're buying this on an impulse. The next wave should be massive. I actually have targets of NAKA around $6 to $7 on my TA. I'm a NAKA holder myself. I'm someone that's been tracking this for a while, been building for a while, and doing a lot of TA on the specific token. So we're at this phase here. So here, 440% of my investments, saving it. And the moment we crack this trend over here is when I'll be in my investment. sort of phase. And to give you a cheeky little target, if we bounce here, just a cheeky one on this one over here, I'll probably see this thing, rally in bull market. Let's talk that we go a little bit into bull phase, something that's a full alt sort of run. Let's just get this in. Sorry. I'm looking at this region, and I'll show you guys all of this next week. 618. There we go. And let's make it right over there. Is $4.4. One of my first major targets that I don't play there. So that's the two plays. I've explained it now. Now we can fly through them, bro.
Yeah, y'all are wizards on the charts, and this is why we have experts and people on the shows like Sheldon, like Dylan when he comes through and does some of this wizardry, because he calls it science, and it definitely is, because this is down to a T, my man.
It just teaches you to just time it, bro. Time it.
Yeah.
This thing's 61% off the highs now. It's still bullish, still same team. It's still amazing, but it just shows you that that's how you're going to be successful in the space. Because if you look at this now, everyone loved it. Now they're a little bit fearful. They're doubting. Should I be holding this bag? Should I not? It's not going anywhere. And that's what you buy, baby. Remember, people, no one's going to sell when we're going up, guys. When we're going down, they're going to start double doubting themselves, and you need to go buy that fear.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it is a weapon, because I pay attention to the ins and outs of these gaming projects day to day. And then we have people like Sheldon who are just zeroed in on the charts. Like, it really helps everyone be able to take advantage of the best of both worlds, making sure you're getting in on fundamentally strong projects, but also looking at the charts and seeing the good levels to get involved with. So yeah, let's run through some other charts. Do you have Prime queued up?
Let's go Prime. So remember what I explained about some have a bear market and some are newer. Right? Some are. When did Prime come out?
Prime came out.
Was it this phase? Early this year?
I think that it may have been a little actually before that. Let me
find. It's usually on Maxi or something. Then, if it was earlier, let's have it. Or Gate.io.
I believe it was a little bit earlier, at least. I have that it came out about March of 2023.
Yeah, March.
Okay, there you go.
There we go. 2023 of March. Oh, yeah, this last year. There we go. So this one hasn't gone through this is a little bit newer, and this is exactly what I spoke about earlier. Some coins come out the gates hot. Some come, some are last season cycles that did come out hot and then went through a full bear. This is early. So it's the same thing again, guys. What it's teaching you is you never just rally into the beginning run of the phase, because what this is going to do, it's going to do the market cycle, right? From here, it's going to find support, it's going to slow down, and it's going to start the cup to the rally. That's exactly where. So where is that hot area? This is where exactly I'd be accumulating. And to be honest, a lot of these coins are exactly in the zones. Look at this. Like the two that we've marked already are perfectly on that 618 level. So I'll give you two quick levels over here. This level between the $10 and $12 range, great accumulating. Remember that once it bounces here, it needs to break a trend to confirm we're going up. So why this is important is you see this top one over here. I just went in one time frame. I just popped this in. Okay? And what that shows me is it shows me that this is the amount of time you have to accumulate it. That's what I love about trend lines. It's saying, hey, you want this token. It's at a great level now, but it does show that until it breaks this trend line, this thing can do this for a while. So take your time. Load up on the good levels. The good levels are between 10 and 12. There is another scenario of maybe an 8. And then use the trend as, holy crap, I need to be in of this token.
Yeah, if this thing gets to $8, I'm topping up my bag. I mean, we got to end the game in around 270 here. So we've been sitting pretty, but man, at $8, I would be a buyer again, just knowing the strength of this token. Exactly. So far, this is basically...
It's bullish.
Go ahead.
It's definitely bullish. If I show you this as well, I'll show you another indicator quickly that will probably justify that's very bullish too. Would be the RSI, just showing that it's oversold. It's going to get exhausted. Look at this. It's flatlined at the bottom here, and just give you a little indication of what a flat bottom means on an RSI. That was the bottom last week. That was the bottom there. That was the bottom there. That was the bottom there. That was the bottom there on Bitcoin. Exactly. So when it comes to that, what it does is it doesn't tell you the exact to the cents bottom. That's where the fib is powerful. It tells you that we are getting to the phase now where the bears are getting exhausted. The sellers are getting tired. The bulls are going to return soon. So don't be bearish on this now. You should actually be bullish when everyone else is bearish. And this is just justifying that and showing you, where did I put it again? I got so many tabs here, bro. There we go. This thing's flat at the bottom there. So we had a good level. RSI's reset. You got a bit of time to accumulate. Nonetheless, there's no time to be selling this coin. It's time to be buying this coin.
Yeah, for sure. I completely agree. Do you have a Beam? Yeah, I was about to ask for Beam. There we go. You're on it.
There we go, bro. Beam, I actually like this token. I've been trading it a little bit. It's actually a very fun token. I just want to make sure that maybe there's a couple of... I just want to see if there's a little bit more data on the charts. Let's see which one would give me... You need to basically find the ones that... where they started to launch off of, because we don't have too much data over here.
I saw the one that was listed on Bybit. I'm pretty sure they were on Bybit immediately.
Oh, really?
Because they migrated their token, but there was one there at the top for Bybit. I think that would have maybe some more. It's all the same, basically.
It's all the same. However, what you're seeing is the same thing. So obviously this thing came out, not too long ago, but you are also seeing a decent oversold area too. You're seeing the RSI flat at the bottom there. That's obviously always a good sign, especially as an investor. If you're looking at investor, if you won't go wrong with using a RSI and a weekly chart, super high time frame. You're probably trading twice a year in and out of these tokens, but when you see this flat at the bottom, it's indicating that there's been a lot of selling pressure. And now we can go through a few little views of where we're basically at over here. If we look at the lows, the lows of where we basically came out, you could see, dude, every single one of them. Gaming it's like in the hot zones to build your bags, bro. Every one of them is on 618 at the moment. So here's another 618. And what you could see here is, isn't it ironic that look how all the previous bounce points were exactly on the same level? This is, it makes sense. You want to find walls. You want to find strength. You want to find where there's, a good level. So your good areas here is 1.8 to the 2.2 cent mark. So a little range there. And again, what you also have here, this one actually broke trend, by the way. This one might not take too long, to get going. So I'll definitely fill up a bit here. There is, again, a scenario of a wick of the markets to the downside, and that would probably take you to the juicy 1.4 cents. So again, I'll buy a little bit now, wait to see that we start to rise back up and push the trends, and then add them all in, or just keep a 20-30% cash in case there's that little wick. Maybe even put a limit order in. But it's in buy zone. All RSIs, even the dailies at the bottom. The dailies at the bottom, let's actually look at this quick. Okay, 12 hours just left. Dailies at the bottom, weeklies at the bottom. As an investor, you're very interested. Your high time frame RSIs are flatlined.
No, that looks brilliant. I mean,
gaming's coming, bro.
And I've been saying, man, you want to invest in these things when nobody's talking about it. Like, people are overshadowing it with the meme coins. And I mean, the charts are telling you like it's way oversold. And I mean, and we got the main man himself, the sniper, going over these levels. I mean, hey, I couldn't be more bullish right now on accumulations. Let's go through like 2 more, and then let's pick the 3 for the $50 giveaway.
Amazing. I just want to stop the stream halfway. Not halfway. We said 30 minutes. We're probably going to push it to 40. So I talk a lot. I explain a lot. I teach a lot. I want you guys to learn. I want you to enjoy it. These sort of things. But I'm checking again that you make 1,000 likes, guys. 1,000 likes. We give away and we go. And if we get 1,000, what should we make it? 200 likes, 1,500 likes. Hustle, maybe do this every Monday. Maybe every week when we do a stream together, every second week do a stream, we'll give away money. So it's your choice here on what you guys want. It's not hard. Just to tap that button over there and we get going. Okay, so let's look at a little bit of like something like 𝗬𝗢𝗥𝗗𝗣. What's your thoughts over here? So firstly, I'll quickly do my TA, then you give your thoughts on here. So again, it's at investment level. No doubt about it. It came out of bear phase over there. You could see the clear bear phase, down, sideways, in a range. The moment you get your first push up, looks very similar to NAKA actually. What it does is it turns support into resistance. So what I mean by that is it basically, when you came through this little bear phase here, it went sideways and then it broke it and it comes back and tests that previous high. And that's called breaking out of a bear sort of phase and turning a resistance into support. This is actually, if you missed the original buys here, this is the best time to then buy a token, is on the retest of the bear sort of area that it just broke out of. Now, if you see that again, I can show you that not only is the fib indicating this over here, the 618. There's also this high, which is showing you support to resistance, where we are currently lingering around, and your weeklies at the bottom. So my range here to buy is 1.5 to 1.8 is my range over here on IMX.
Yeah, and IMX still is strong to me. It's the biggest gaming coin by market cap, which speaks for itself in general. I think that once more games underneath their network come out, it's going to be telling whether IMX is going to be worthy of that top spot. But currently, if you're going to build like a portfolio where you have a couple of Bitcoins of gaming, it would probably be something like IMX, Beam, Ronin, and you maybe add Avalanche, Solana, just to have some weight in your portfolio on those major chains, but definitely still bullish on IMX.
Okay, amazing. And let's go maybe a Super. Super's getting there. I think Super's going to get a little bit cheaper. So if we look here as an investor, this is why the fibs are quite strict, because now it's telling you it's not an investment entry. So it's hard because it's like, you know, end of the day, you can pop a trend here too. And when it breaks trend, you again, a confirmation trader. But it's saying Super 70 cents to the 75 cents is the sweet spot. And it says that if it is going to hit there, it will hit there pretty soon, because the RSI is sitting at the bottom over here. So Super, you still bullish on?
Yeah, I'm very bullish on Super. I mean, it has all the narratives. They have a bunch of quality games that they're partnering with. And, you know, Elio's a master of marketing. And I'm willing to bet that, you know, during the peak bull season, he's going to make sure that Super does some numbers.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Dude, I think we got to go with something like, what is Super's market cap to like Prime? Are they quite...
Super's market on circulating, they're pretty similar, but diluted, Prime is about double the Super market cap.
Okay. I just want to see the tokens that we choose, but I kind of feel like Super and Prime is maybe our first 1 and 2.
Yeah,
you know, to
as
see
far as,
what
as far as circulating
well.
market caps, they're right on the money with each other.
Okay, amazing. And I think NAKA as well. If I would say Super, NAKA, Prime as our
Let's
three.
do it.
Let's do it till Monday. Okay, that's it, guys. Super, NAKA, Prime. Okay, this video will now launch in about 2 hours from when it is here. So just know that price. Whoever wins by maybe actually let's tweet the price or something. Okay, it started now. Here we go. Like we'll see how it launches, but by Monday.
I'll tweet out when this goes live.
Just tweet it out. Guys, remember we're giving away
the price levels.
Exactly. The prize levels, and by Monday when the stream happens, you can see. Remember, the comments will be the comments of this YouTube video. You'll go through them, see the winners, and pick three random ones. Maybe pop a nice little love message, not a love message to Hustle, but like a what's up, be cool.
Hey,
is there any other important ones, bro? Wait, what's happening with this one? It
had too much of a. I mean,
what happened, bro?
I think it ran too much. It ran too much in a short period of time. Gaming fell off a little bit. The liquidity is just not there at the moment, and it was a low market cap. It just, it's gotten eaten up during that time period for sure.
Okay. However, I'm gonna tell you that when this thing breaks, you definitely want a piece of this pie. Because when I find a coin, so what basically happened is when it drips like this and it finally pops, what it tends to do is it tends to engulf a lot of the bearishness. So I'll show you a perfect example. Look at the left of the chart. Perfect example, right?
Yeah.
Look how it bleeds. Boom. Just hits this rally out of nowhere. I don't know if this will go back to the highs. However, I do think it will go back to these range highs here, which is around, I'll give you a percentage, of where we're at the moment. And let's say, wait for the trend break. If you want to be smart, wait for the trend break. It's bleeding now. Don't catch a falling knife. However, you could be looking at around a 200 to 300% pump. This is, like I also said, a smaller market cap. So remember, smaller part of your portfolio. You've got to have your low risk, medium risk, and high risk gaming tokens. So this will fall under the little bit of the higher risk, smaller part. However, at 200-300%, it looks really good. I wouldn't miss this trade when it does break that trend.
Yeah, I agree. No, I'm still bullish on it. It's just gotten so killed because it's a low market cap in these times of the market. But man,
what is
Sheldon,
the market cap?
12 million, maybe.
I might that goes on my list, bro. If we catch this thing, I think I'm gonna get some of it. That's supposed to be fun, bro.
Bro, Sheldon, I love these shows with you. We always chop it up. You always give absolute gems on the charts, and then I add in the little fundamentals on what's going on, and it's definitely a recipe for hopefully the in the game audience and your audience to come through, get the insights, and win when gaming comes around. So yeah, we definitely have to do this again next week and put together that strategy for the fam.
Exactly. So guys, today, do me a favor. What I taught you or what I try to show you, just go implement them on a couple of your coins. Go have a look, see what levels they're holding, see where the RSIs are at. Start getting a little bit used to these things. So you start learning the skill of actually investing. Your whole goal with gaming here is to learn how to actually invest in gaming tokens. And what that means is having a couple strategies to enter. Next week, we're going to help you with a couple strategies to exit. Give us also pop in the comments here. We're thinking of giving you 2 or 3 strategies. The one is a long-term strategy, something, over a long period of time. The one is a swing, and we can even do a short-term strategy too. If you're happy with that, let us know what type of strategies you're looking for, and I'll start working on them my side, and let's create the most beautiful gaming concoction of all time, bro.
And let's just say this, if the fam was to blow up the channel and we get to 100K before Monday, which is going to be hard. All right. That's going to be really hard. We're at like 97 right now. But if the fam blows us up there, I'll triple the giveaway to each person. So we'll give $150 to every single person down below the 3 that we choose. So if they get those 3K, I will triple it per 1,000 subs. So run it up down below, guys.
Let's do it. Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. We'll have to do this again. As always, guys, we'll catch y'all on the next one. Like and subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time.
Much love.